Hello YouTube family and friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, December the 12th. I hope that you all are having a blessed day today. It's about, let me see, 11:43 p.m. I'm waiting to midnight so I can call my cousin and wish her a very happy birthday. I called my other cousin. Today was her birthday. Called her. I called her. She live in Texas, in Dallas, and my cousin, whose birthday tomorrow is tomorrow on 13th. She's down in Texas. She went for her birthday. So we did this last year when my cousin, whose birthday is today, we went down there last year for her 50th birthday. She had the rodeo, which was really, really nice. And so went down there for 6 days. And then we also celebrated my cousin Desiree's birthday. And now that time came around again. So I'm waiting at midnight so I can sing happy birthday to her. But y'all, I got a small haul. Do that right quick from Dollar General. Got these towels, $3 for the set. And I liked it because the white and the pine cones, it say farm fresh, but I just like the towels. I like the green, get the emerald green and the pine. And emerald is my first tone. And y'all know I'm using the emerald in my kitchen. So I thought this was really cute. But that's it for that. I found these right here in the room, in the bag. I just took the tags off. Oops. Oh, one piece flew over there. I just took the tags off of them. So I'm like, let me put these in one of them vases or something. Stick them in one of these things I done created. It's just some more cranberries. And this one is one that I kind of ripped some off in the beginning when I had those other wreaths. And I was going to stick them in there with it, with the, in the wreath to give it some color along with the red bows. But y'all know I took them back and exchanged them. So I just got to find somewhere to stick these. And because we're going to use these. Sure is. One piece is on the floor. But yeah, y'all, I ain't do nothing today, but is this cricket? It look like it. I got out and I went to $2 stores and Dollar General looking for the green pine sol. It comes in red. I forgot the scent of that, and I've been using that for years. And I have the lemon downstairs, but I wanted the pine. And so normally the dollar store would have it. They didn't have it, and today will make my third Dollar Tree that I went to. And I know Dollar General normally have it. They didn't have any of it. And so I know that Walmart carries it and Family Dollar. So I'm going to have to check those two out tomorrow to see if I can find it. I just like that scent. And then I need to get me some more the wax cubes, the Fresh Cut Fraser. I love that scent. I think I told y'all before that my friend, she put me on it when I went in her house. It just smells so good, and she put me on that about probably a year or so ago. Maybe a little longer than that. I don't know, but it smells so good. You can smell it through the whole house. But yeah, that's it pretty much. I had dropped my granddaughter off because I probably wouldn't even got out today, and but I had to drop her off. She came over after school, and then that's when I went and did what I had to do. Oh, I went to get me some fried rice also. And I ain't been doing nothing but like binge watching shows and stuff like that. And that's all I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to do when I get off of here after I wish her a happy birthday. And I'm going to get up in the morning and, and get my house together and stuff like that. Weekend cleaning and wash and stuff like that. But other than that, I ain't really been too busy. Just little bit things, that I had to do. But I just been kind of laid back. I have not really picked the camera up or nothing, y'all. And I know that's why every time I start that Vlogmas, it's like I don't never make it through. So I was putting the Vlogmas day 1, and I went back and deleted the days on there because I'm like, I ain't gonna even do it like that. Whenever I put a Vlogmas out, whatever video I put out, whether it's decorating or not, I'm just gonna say Vlogmas because it's the month of December. So I ain't gonna even put the days. I'm behind on the days, so I ain't finna do that. But I did put my Christmas 2025 home tour out today. So I hope that y'all watched it and enjoyed it today. And I will leave the link in the bottom in the description. But yeah, I just kind of put that together. I actually did that video. I did do that video early in the week. That video was supposed to be out Sunday, actually, last Sunday. But I waited because I had some other stuff to put out in between that time. So, yeah, put that out. And I said I may go through and put up some inspiration from some of my throwbacks. So I've been thinking about that. So I'm gonna see how that go. But yeah, other than that, y'all, I ain't been doing much of nothing. Last week I was kind of busy because I had been working on some things for my channel. And we're going to see how that goes pretty soon. How everything turned out. And I actually got a couple more things I need to do. And I probably need to get... I'm going to get started on that once I get my house and everything clean. I just need to have everything that I need done. That way I don't have nothing in my way to, to do what I need to do. Because I need to focus. So, but, yeah. So, did y'all finish up y'all Christmas shopping yet? I am not finished. I'm about 90% finished. I'm about 90% finished. About 90%, yeah. Do y'all have any New Year's resolutions for 2026 that y'all want to share? I don't, like, you know how they'd be like, you got a New Year's resolution. Sometimes people will share that. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like when you do the vision board, to me, that's more personal and upfront and up close to yourself. And I feel like, because that's something that you manifesting, to happen in your life. And I just feel like, I always felt like when you do, for myself, let me speak for myself. When if I'm planning to do something that's, just say if I'm going to get a new car. Sometimes it's best to not say anything until you get it, because sometimes you can kind of block your blessing. You know what I mean? And I think like that even with, having good credit and stuff like that. I just still feel like some things, you don't need to tell everybody everything. And I just use car as an example. It could be anything. I just, some things you just don't need to share right away. And that's just how I feel. But I don't think it's as far as the vision board go, I'm just saying that. I was just giving an example because of that. Like, but I don't think it's nothing wrong with the New Year's resolution and sharing that. But anyways, y'all, I ain't talking about nothing. I plan on in 2026, of course, I want to have a prosperous year. A prosperous year, yes. And I want to do a lot of traveling and, going to visit places I've never been. And I want to go and visit some family. What else did I say I want to do? I will be making some home updates. Y'all know we do that kind of stuff every year. So I got a list of things that I want to do DIY, and one project, maybe two projects that somebody's gonna have to come in to do. But yeah, so far that's what that is, and yeah, so far. And if anything else come up as far as plans that I want to do, I will definitely share that with y'all. But yeah, I want to go to Florida. I've never been to Florida, and I used to have plans back 2017, 18. I'm like, you know what? I'm moving to Florida. Never been to Florida, but I was just saying it. And so it was always in my mind, like, okay, I'm going to move to Florida. And then, let's see, probably like 2020, 2019, probably like 2019 maybe. I'm going to say 2019 or 2020. I started watching Javon and Clifford. is it Clifford? I think that's his name. But anyways, they from Detroit, but they moved from Detroit, and I think they moved from Detroit to Ohio. And then from Ohio, they ended up going to Florida. And so just watching them and their family, I just loved it. Love it still. And every day, like the sun is shining, like majority of the days, like the sun is shining, you see all the pretty palm trees, and they always go and do stuff as a family, but it's just, I don't know, it's just, the sun, I always say the sun does something to my chemistry. And that's what I was like, I want to move somewhere where it's nice and sunny. I don't want to go where it's for the hurricanes and stuff like that, because I'm not used to that. I'm used to all the seasons, but not hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like that. So that's the only thing. And the wildlife, including the snakes and the little lizards and stuff. But I don't want to see nothing like that. But yeah, I did. I wanted to go somewhere. I don't know. I just chose Florida. And my brother lives in Houston, and I got a lot of family in Dallas. I have some family in Houston, but a lot of family in Dallas. And, I only been to Dallas one time, and that was last year. And I liked the area that we stayed in. That was the Frisco area, and I really liked that area. So I was like, my brother in Houston, and he's always wanted us to come move that way. But I don't know if I want to go that far away. I don't want to be far away from my grandkids. So that's one thing for me. But excuse me. But yeah, if I did go to Texas, it's like, do I go to Houston because my brother lives in Houston, or do I go where I said I want to go? And that's in the Frisco area, if I did decide that. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Or do I just stay where I'm at and just travel, and go for, 5 days or whatever, and then come back home? Because that could be that too. For real. Definitely could be that. But anyways, y'all, I ain't talking about nothing. Did I show y'all my cookies that I got from Dollar General? I normally get these during Christmas time at Family Dollar. But I got these right here. Little sugar cookies with the sprinkles on there. They're shaped like the holly jollies. Ooh, the wreaths and the Christmas trees and the snowman and Santa Claus and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, I ain't doing nothing. I'm finna get off here in a few minutes. It's 11:56. I got 4 minutes to call my cousin and wish her a happy 55th birthday. I know she down there having a good time down there in Dallas. I mean, well, no, she ain't in Dallas. She is she in Houston. But I forgot what part of Houston she's in. That's where she's at when she went to visit her friend. So yeah. I'm tired. I am tired, y'all. And it's Friday. But listen, that wind is picking up, because I don't know if y'all can hear my chimes. They going crazy out there right now. They're going crazy. So listen, let me tell y'all a quick story. So my neighbors across the street, and I don't know how long he been there before I got to this house, but it's going to be 15 years in this house. And, we got a pretty decent relationship. It started off rocky in the beginning. But, we got a pretty decent relationship. It's quiet on the end where I'm at. We'll stay on the dead end. And anyways, so the girlfriend that he had before, she was an older lady. And I mean, he ain't no spring chicken, but I'm just saying she was much older than him. And she passed away. She passed away some years ago, maybe about 5 years ago. And so this one chick that be over there, she would be over there in and out over there. And so she been kind of consistently over there for the past, I'm going to say almost a year. And so her grandkids would be there. Of course, you want to go to your grandma's house, That's where, almost like Toys R Us, where a kid could be a kid. And so you would just see her daughter dropping the kids off. I met her daughter. I was speaking stuff. I done gave them toys and different stuff like that. And I would just speak. So a few weeks ago, I was pulling up in the driveway, back in the driveway, me and my granddaughter. She coming across the street to talk. And, I'm not I'm not the one that go out and will go out and just be all friendly with my neighbors like that. I don't go visit and doing all that different stuff like that. That's just me. And well, she came and talked or whatever. She wanted to get some stuff off her chest. She just was going through. So I talked to her and everything. So like if I just see them, which, you know, I see them, but I don't see them. You know what I mean? And so if she's passing by something like that, you know, we'll wave at each other or something like that. Well, last night I was in the bed and I keep looking over that way. I don't know why. But last night I was in the bed. So about 2 something, I'm talking about got relaxed and comfortable. I was already in the bed, but I'm saying from watching TV. And I'm like, they're so loud outside. Like, that's the thing. It's been quiet for all these years. Even when my grandkids here, because, you know, they will play in the backyard. And they're not going to be outside all wee hours of the night either. So, let me back up from last night. So, I had told her when she was here talking, we were talking, I told her about her kids. I said, I was sitting there. I said, I heard a lot of noise outside one day. Sound like commotion. I said, I peeked out. I didn't see anybody. I said, so I turned the TV back up. I'm watching. I said, I heard it again. I sat there. I finally look out and I knocked on the window like, what's wrong? You know, I'm hollering like, what's wrong I saw one of the little boys on the sidewalk, yeah, you know. And then I saw the little girl. She was in my yard behind the island, hiding behind the tree, bent down. And I'm like, what's wrong? You know. And then she said, nothing. And I said, well, what you doing? She said, we playing hide and seek. Now, mind you, it's after midnight. So I told her, I said, well, go across the street and play hide and seek. Because at this point, I'm pissed. Because why's your kids out at 12 something at night playing hide and seek? Do you know what people would do to them? You know, if somebody gets scared off of something like that, like, no. So it's like, I want this girl, please just go somewhere. Please go somewhere. So, because I saw the other kids running through the people in between the houses and stuff. And it's like, that's really scary at nighttime, that late at night. And you just letting your kids be out like that. Like, so, it's done been a couple of different things that's done went on that, like I say, I mean, that's their business. Anything that goes on over there, but it's been live up over that way. And it ain't never been like that. And so, like I say, last night, I heard all the noise and stuff at about 2 something in the morning. So, I get up. I peek out the window. They outside. They just like, all I can hear is her car cut on. They cutting it off. It wasn't even her. It was one of her kids doing it. Cut the car on, cut it off. It's loud. So, like, you need a muffler type loud. And turn the car on, turn it on, turn it on. All you hear is her voice out there hollering and talking loud, the dog barking. And they just, oh my God, it was just like a party outside. So I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Because, you know, if I'm having something at my house, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody, you know. So it's just some stuff you just got to kind of overlook. But, okay, at 6 o'clock in the morning, I get woke up out of my sleep. All I hear is, I'm like, what is that? So I sat up in the bed. What is that? It sounds like somebody crying and just crying. It sounds so close. So I'm like, oh my God. So I get up, I go peek out the window. So I peek out the window thinking I'm looking across the street. Why that girl on my porch crying? She didn't even see me peek out the window. She ended up walking off the porch at that time. She was finna walk off the porch. And she, they got my phone. Oh, my phone. And I'm just like, why you at my door? Because one thing you don't know about me, I don't play that. Better go. So, I'm not that friendly like that. Bye. So, she had no coat on. And it's just like, what in the world is going on? Like, I seen her, I watched her walk out the driveway. She got in the street. She was walking. You can hear her like, my house is almost right here at the corner. She already crossed across to the next block, and you could just hear her. Next thing you know, I seen three. She got 6 kids, so 3 of her kids, I saw them walking up the street. One was running, looked like he had her coat, and the other one probably had her phone. I don't know, like something small. And then you see one running real fast back this way because the kids ain't had no coat on. And so they running, but whoever it was running back to go back to the house. But I'm just like, and this day mama, like what in the world? And young. And I'm just like, ooh, please get yourself together. But one thing you better do is get yourself together. I said, I ain't catch you outside today. Listen, I don't know what that was all about last night or this morning. But don't do that. I don't play that. If it ain't no life and death situation, don't do that. I'm serious. And I ain't letting the end in. I'm calling 911. Don't come on my porch with that mess. For real. I don't know how y'all will feel about it with me saying what I'm saying, but I don't trust people. So, I'm serious. That's why I don't come to my house at that time. I'm like, what? And so when I got back today, I saw her mama when I pulled up because I was finna back in the driveway. I saw her mama come outside to the porch, and then she went back in, and then I backed in. And when I sat in the car for a minute before I got out, she went back in the house again. And then when I got out the car, I was picking up one of my inflatables because it had fell down or whatever. And I saw her standing there. I know she wanted to say something to me so bad, but she will eventually say something to me. And I will say what I got to say to her. And I'll tell her daughter too. But I'm just like, whoo, Lord. If it was hot outside, I know she would have flew across here to say, like, apologizing probably for her daughter's behavior. But ain't no apologies and all of that stuff. Listen, just stay over there. Stay over there. That's what you do. Tell her to stay over there. But anyway, anyways, y'all, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna learn today. You better leave me alone. Ain't messing with me, but don't come up over this way. Don't come this way. So, disturbing the peace. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off here because I got to call 60 Beds 989. It's 12:06. I'm past my time. All right, y'all.